Hi, my name is Michaela, or Misha, and I am here today to start my own show called Misha Matters. And what I'm going to do is talk about things that matter to me. There you go, Misha Matters. So what we're talking about today is actually internet fraud. And why this is important to me is because a couple of different times I've actually had different companies contact me trying to commit internet fraud. So we're going to talk about that today. The first one is kind of common, I guess. I had actually signed up for mystery shopping and got this email saying, we want you to do some internet mystery shopping for us. We want you to go to the bank for us and deposit a check. And here's the letter right here. And they sent me this letter with a huge check saying that they wanted me to deposit this check in my bank account, okay? And I got to keep $200 of the check, and then they were going to have me send them the rest of the money. Yeah, never do this, okay? And here is the check right here, which I took to my bank and said, so what do you think about this? And of course my bank said, this is a huge scam. People do this all the time. And it's a big scam. That's what it is. And first of all, for something out of town, you never do this. It takes 10 to 14 days for it to clear. And if you're silly enough to do this, then you get stuck with a $25 bounce check fee. And second of all, if you're silly enough to send them the money, then you get stuck with a bad check and all of that extra money that you actually paid them. Now, the second one, this is so huge, I can't even tell you. What these people have actually done is stolen the identity of a legitimate company called Specialist Computer Center PLC. They are actually out of Britain, and this is so huge, I can't even tell you. What they do is they have you apply for a real job, but the job does not exist. The job is actually only in Britain and different companies around the world. They don't actually have a job center here in the United States. They have actually identity theft for real people. The woman is Paula Jordan, who actually is an HR person for this company in Britain, but she does not exist here in the U.S. Her email here in the U.S., however, if you want to know where not to work for, is p.jordan82@yahoo.com. And they have you actually interview via Yahoo Messenger, which is another huge way of knowing that you should not be applying, because nobody hires via Yahoo, okay? So it's Specialist Computer Centers PLC, or SCC, Technology Solutions Provider, which is a real company in Britain. And the way that I found out that it was a scam is that I actually wrote to the company in Britain, and they emailed almost immediately and said, yes, we know that we have been that people are scamming using our name, and all you have to do is click on careers on our site, and it says we're not hiring in the US, we don't hire via this Yahoo thing, and we're sorry, but it's a big scam. So if somebody tries to hire you via Yahoo Messenger, we don't hire that way. Nobody hires that way. And I want to let people know, don't get sucked in this way. So what they did then was they say that they only hire $13 an hour for training for the first 2 weeks, and then it goes up to $16 an hour after that. Again, they give you a really little shoddy contract, which was my first thing. I was like, that's not real paperwork. I've worked for real companies. This isn't real paperwork. What are you doing? And then at the end of the first week, and I was like, wait, they didn't even take my social security number, which I guess is good because they weren't trying to steal my identity. They sent me this check, which was for $1,900, which was nowhere near what I had made. I had made much less than that, and I was like, why are they sending me a check for $1,900? What? So I was very suspicious, and I did not take it to the bank. I took it to my credit union, and I said, so I'm suspicious about this check. Does this in any way reflect on me if I put it in my account? And they said, well, it's a $25 bounce check fee. Let me call the bank. So they called the bank it was written on, who refused to verify funds. And they said, any real bank will verify funds for you. And they were very suspicious of that there was no way that the bank it was written on would verify the funds. They said that was very weird, and they said, don't put this in your account under no circumstances. So I sent an email to the woman and said I could not put this in the account. The other thing was that they had been sending me little tasks to do every day that were supposedly training tasks. And that day that I was supposed to put it in the bank, no training task. What? No work for this very important job? So I sent them an email and I said I couldn't put it in the bank, and she said, why? And I said they couldn't verify your fund. Amazingly, I did not hear back from her. So I said, I think you need to send me a Visa gift card. That's what my bank said you should do for the money you owe me. Huh. Have not heard from them since. So these are 2 internet scams that are out there. I'm telling you so that you don't have anybody try to take advantage of you, so that you don't waste your time or lose any money. And these are things that matter to me, and this is Misha Matters.